Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Mediumcore. In this episode I plan on making a dye farm to do literally anything except dye things. In this video I want to make a cocoa bean farm to make brown dye, but I have obviously no intention of using it to make brown wool because I have no use for brown wool. But I'm gonna stick it, or actually that's not entirely true. One of the villagers over there takes brown wool, so I could make brown wool. But I want to build a little building right here, probably closer to like right here, just to sit there to grow a bunch of cocoa beans so that I can come through and harvest cocoa beans whenever I need them, which will probably be very often. I think one of the shepherds accepts brown dye, but if not, I know that one of them accepts brown wool. You accept brown wool. Yeah, this one accepts brown dye, which is arguably cheaper than brown wool, even though it requires more of it, because I can trade the white wool for their own emeralds. So if I get a cocoa bean farm that works really well, I can get infinite brown dye and make even more money. I am going to become the wealthiest person in all of recorded history of this single Minecraft world. But eventually I can probably, the good thing about having so many emeralds is I don't have to worry about beacons, because when I eventually in the far future get a beacon, I can just use emerald blocks for the base, because this is my wealth. I am very poor in the ways of diamonds and netherite, but I have a lot of emeralds, and I could have a lot more, but I trade a lot of them away for experience, which is why I have a ton of random crap. Like, I think my miscellaneous chest is like half rabbit stews, because I wanted the XP. But yeah, this way I can get even more emeralds for cheap and easy. So yeah, I want to plop down a small little building, probably with the same build palette as that little bit there, except for the roof. I'll make a better looking roof. And then yeah, a little cocoa bean farm under the ground. So yeah. I can't say for sure whether I love or hate this build. Oops. Bit of both, probably. It's also a bit too close to this build, but I don't want to move it. And it's fine where it's at, because this gives me enough space to put a smaller build over here. But yeah, I'm not entirely convinced that I actually like it. It's not horrendous, but I'm just kind of torn. I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. The inside's pretty plain though. Nothing special. There's Belle though. It's kind of hard to hit. There we go. It's actually kind of funny looking from the outside because the bell is just so small. Also, these were supposed to be stripped. I don't know why these aren't stripped. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure whether I love or hate this build. It's a really simple build. And it does offer a nice view. But it just looks a bit funky from the outside. Especially this corner in the middle. Just looks a bit off. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I like it, but at the same time I don't. And I keep walking into the stupid glowberries. I have incredibly mixed feelings about it. Hopefully, the longer it stays here, the more it'll grow on me. Because I really don't want to have to take it down because I get sick of looking at it. Hopefully it's good enough. But that's not the point of today's episode. We're building a cocoa bean farm. So I should probably get to work on that instead of spending several hours determining whether or not I actually like this. So I'm probably just gonna dig a little bit underground and make the cocoa bean farm there. I've dug this further down, the staircase further down, so I've basically made a hole It's not very deep, which wasn't very good planning on my part, because I made it kind of tall in some spots, so it almost poked out of the ground, but it's a bit weird shaped, and the entire roof is cobblestone because I messed up the dimensions and had to block in some, but the sugarcane farm is right on the other side of this wall. And then here's where the actual farm is going to be, in this big space, and then this room will be decorated, so I'll probably do that next. And then there's going to be a little staircase right here to lead up into this, so that this is all at the same roof level. And then I'm planning on doing like a 10 by 15 or 10 by 13 probably 10 by 13 of cocoa beans. It's going to be pretty big, but that way I can get all the cocoa beans I could ever need. The previously mentioned hole has been decorated all the way down. Started with just lining the walls with spruce so it looks fitting with the rest of the build. And then at the bottom here, actually, I went with a dark oak floor because I like the contrast, but then spruce walls with some glowstone for lighting, and then barrels on either side of which is where I'll store all the cocoa beans after I've used the farm. And then it's got just the deep slate arches, lanterns to prevent mob spawning, and then the little staircase up to the spruce area. And then at the back I did some spruce planking in areas where there will be, I guess, gaps that you can see. Areas that you can't see, I just left blank because, well, you can't see them. But if there's anything I've learned, it's that a massive wall of jungle logs looks kind of disgusting. It does not look that appealing, but it's necessary because I'm going to have a ton of cocoa beans growing on it, and then I'll funnel them all down into a water stream and stuff like that. So once the farm is, pretty much the entire thing is done, all I have to do is stick in the redstone attached to the pistons, hook it all up to a lever, and then basically just fill the entire thing with cocoa beans. But I actually don't think I have enough cocoa beans. I'm just going to get a start on it while I talk. But yeah, I don't think I actually have enough cocoa beans, so I'll probably either have to harvest some as I go, or go back to the jungle. It honestly might be faster to go back to the jungle, so I'll probably end up doing that. Yeah, I absolutely do not have enough, because this is all the cocoa beans I have. Don't need too much more though, which is good. But yeah, so I just need just a bit more. Actually, really close to capacity. How is that one already half grown? Yeah, I need 5 more. That's actually kind of sad. 5 more, so I guess I actually can just wait for some of these to grow. Like this one already is growing, so I'll be able to fill this up real quick. It looks so weird, just all these pods, but it's worth it for all the brown dye I can acquire this way. I just need 3 more, and then it'll all be done. Logistically speaking, this build of this farm is actually done. I haven't tested it yet. I wanted to do that live, which means I did not repair my tools, which kind of makes me sad, but that's okay. So, okay. So originally I was going to do a water stream down at the bottom, and then realized that that would not work because that's where the redstone is. So but I already have ladders here, so I can just pick it up. I'm not afraid of a bit of manual labor. But let's see if it works. That's a good sign. That is not. Shoot. I guess there's... Well, not sure what I can do about that one. Sounds like there's just long enough of a delay up there to mess with it down here. I'll have to fix that off camera, but that is a lot of cocoa beans that I got. I got 6 stacks exactly. So now I can just replant, and I'll have to go through and fix the redstone. It's probably just going to be a matter of sticking another repeater at the bottom, which honestly shouldn't be too hard. I actually don't have a repeater on me, but that's okay. I can make one real quick. And then hopefully that should fix it. I don't know why I'm bothering to replant all this when I'm about to break it again, just to test the system. But yeah, at first I had my input as a lever, and then realized that I was really dumb for doing that, because that's not how that works. Wow, that one grew the moment I placed it down. Okay, so how many spare did I get? I got 4 stacks and 62 spare. That's pretty good. So I'd say that this farm is quite productive, even if it's not 100% functional. But hopefully I can just fix that by slapping down that extra repeater. Because the redstone isn't horribly complicated. It's just 2 redstone lines feeding into 2 separate parts of the farm. I am struggling with doors. That's wonderful. Need 2 redstone torches. And then I can come back on over here, craft a repeater quick. Sounds like there was barely any overlap, so hopefully an extra 4-tick repeater at the bottom should fix it. But I guess I'm about to find out. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to end the episode and I'll have to figure it out off camera. But if this does work, then I'm also going to end the episode, but it will have worked. I guess I don't know where I was going with that. So let's replace this with a 4-tick repeater. Oh, how am I supposed to get out? Need a better way to get out of this. That's why my pickaxe never has any durability. Okay, let's see if that fixed it. It did. Perfect. Okay. Alright, I do want to test it once more. I'm not going to put in the cocoa beans, though. It works. Alright, well, that is my new cocoa bean farm. So, with that, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Minecraft Medium Core, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.